yung announcement na ginawa, yung statement na ginawa ni ex-Congressman Saldico, na nagbintang siya na 100 billion, sinasabi niya na utos daw ng Pangulo na isingit sa BICAM. Your Honor and I both know that the 100 billion, and we went over, I know na, both of us went through the list independently or separately. And you and I agree na totoo yung listahan.
Po, pakinggan natin si Attorney Ping Lacson. Kasi parang siya na yata ang legal counsel ni Marcos ngayon eh. Parang abogado na siya ni Marcos eh. Or parang siya na yata yung presidential spokesperson. Parang gusto niyang palitan si Madam Claire Castro. Pakinggan natin kung paano siya nag-aabogado kay Marcos.
Ng 100 billion pesos. Talaga nasingit sa BICAM. But yung sinasabi ni Saldico on social media as posted, na nag-deliver siya ng 25 billion representing the 25% commission di umano para kay Presidente, that I will attest na hindi totoo. Yun talaga absolutely untrue or false. Untrue or completely false. Why? Because last Sunday, I received a call from the camp of former Undersecretary Roberto Bernardo. Ang sinasabi niya, noong nakita niya si Saldico sa social media na nagsasabing merong 100 billion na di umano inutos ng Pangulo na isingit sa BICAM, napag-alaman ko from Undersecretary Bernardo na may mga tao sa Malacanang, not the President, not authorized by the President, who misrepresented him. I will name some of them. Undersecretary Adrian Bersamin. He name-dropped the President, making Saldico believe na utos ng Pangulo na ipasok sa BICAM yung insertions na 100 billion. Now, Yusek Traigib Olaybar. Other personalities. Anyway, regarding the 100 billion, binrek down, kasi nireview niyo yung kanyang notes. This is all related even to the appointment of Secretary Recto to be the Executive Secretary. As he is now the acting, I guess acting kasi hindi naman pwede magbigay ng ad interim appointment because Congress is not in recess, di ba? So, okay. Anyway, ang sabi niya sa akin, hindi po totoo yan, Mr. Senator. Kasi ang breakdown ng 100 billion, 81 billion, yun yung na-assign sa DPWH. Yung 29 billion, other agencies. Hindi niya alam. Out of the 81 billion or out of the 100 billion, yung sa 81 billion, 52 billion, siya ang personal na nag-handle. Ako po nag-handle nun. Nasa notes niya, ito yung kanyang table, binigyan niya ako ng kopya. 51.01, I think almost 52 billion. Anyway, so 52 billion, yun yung personal hinandle niya. And talagang sabi niya, naghatid ako ng pera as kickback. But not to the President, but to Yusek Olaybar. And sabi niya, ang pag-alam niya, kasama si Yusek Adrian Bersamin. 8 billion pesos, Mr. President. In at least 10 deliveries. The modus that yung arrangement nila is, may tigay-isa silang armor van. May armor van si Yusek Olaybar, may armor van siya, magpapark sa basement ng Diamond Hotel, darating yung van driven by Olaybar, and possibly, sabi niya, hindi siya sigurado, and possibly along with Adrian Bersamin. Bakante yung armor van, ipapark, idadrive yung isang van na puno ng pera. Ranging from 800 million hanggang 2 billion. Umabot ng 2 billion only because sometime in March, yung kanyang date na sinasabi from, I think, March hanggang April, yung delivery. Very good nga raw siya, sabi ni Yusek Olaybar, kasi nakakapag-deliver. Ang biggest kasi naipon, because March 11, natatandaan niya, inaapuran niya na si Undersecretary Olaybar, nakunin na kasi napupuno na at saka matagal na nakapark. Ang sabi ni Olaybar sa kanya, wag muna kasi magulo ngayon dahil inaaresto si dating Pangulong Duterte. So naipon yung laman ng van, sabi niya, mga 2 billion pesos. That was the single largest or biggest delivery that he made to Olaybar. Kung saan napunta, hindi natin alam. But personally, he knows or he knew that, kasi personally, nagpapalit sila, amounting to 8 billion pesos. 1 billion, he delivered to Secretary Bonoan. So that's 9 billion. Yung 8 billion was representative of 16% of the 81 billion or 82 billion. Ang usapan daw nila initially was 15%, Mr. President. Tumawad pa raw ng 1% si Olaybar, pero suspetsya niya, natatawa raw siya, dahil para sa sarili na lang ni Oliver yung additional 1%. Kaya umabot siya ng 16%. 1 billion to Secretary Bunuan. Siya mismo nagbigay. So he was asking for my advice. Ang sabi ko sa kanya, can you put it in your own handwriting? And I'll see to it that it will reach the President. Isipan mo. But I took notes. When he was narrating what he was about to write down, I was taking notes together with my 2 lawyers. He was also with his lawyer. So, and that happened. The President received the handwritten narration. No? Ang sabi niya nga rito, ito, meron akong notes dito eh. Sabi niya, last quarter ng 2025, most likely during the last days of October or early November 2020, ano to? Last quarter. USEC Trigib requested for list of projects. Siya nagpe-prepare eh. Of course, along with USEC Cabral kasi si Undersecretary Cabral naman ang tinatas ni Secretary Bunuan na mag-prepare ng lista.
Senator Ping Lacson, no, if you are aware with the separation of powers, no, dapat hindi ka nagpapahalata, no? Blue Ribbon Committee Chairman ka pa naman. Paano kung iimbestagahan yan? No, yung corruption na yan. Siyempre, leaning ka kay Marcos. Kasi, nag-aabogado ka na eh. Diba? Kailan ka ba naging abogado ni Marcos? No? Parang ikaw na ang nagiging spokesperson ni Marcos ah. No? Ano yun? No, so kung may investigasyon na, kunwari, merong testigo na ituturo si Marcos, i-debunk mo ngayon. Kasi nga, ikaw mismo, nag-aabogado na inosente. See? Bangag. No. Bangag daw, according kay Amy. No? Ikaw na nag-aabogado sa kanya eh. No? Ano yun? No, sa susunod na hearing ng Blue Ribbon Committee, wala ka ng kredibilidad. Kasi, nag-aabogado ka na. Tama yung sinabi ni Senator Marcoleta. No? Although you are entitled with your own opinion, personal opinion, dapat hindi ka nagbibigay ng ganyang mga opinion kasi magiging bias ka na sa mata ng mga tao as Blue Ribbon Committee Chairman. Ganon kasimple yun. No? Sana hindi ka na lang nagsenador. Sana, nag-apply ka na lang bilang presidential spokesperson. No? Kasi nag-aabogado ka na eh. No? Siguro kinakabahan na ngayon si Anticlear. Baka papalitan mo siya. Sasabihin mo, walang alam si Marcos. Paano mo alam? Ano, magkasama kayo 24 hours? No? Kailan ka pa naging abogado niya? Loko.